Today, we are on a journey to the very heart of Indian agriculture. A realm where tradition meets the cutting edge tech. Imagine vast fields of generations of wisdom, and now drones soaring high with a mission. Agriculture isn't just a practice here, it's our essence. But as we face new challenges, we need new solutions. There is a silent revolution happening, the marriage of tradition and technology. Drones equipped with hyperspectral imaging, seeing the unseen and turning data into roadmap for our farmers. Welcome to the Open Innovator. I am Naman Kothari, your guide through the landscape of innovation. Hello viewers, today we have a very special guest who has joined us. We have the founder of BharatRohan and a very dear friend, Amandeep Pawar. Aman, welcome to the Open Innovator show.
Thank you, Raman. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, Aman, let's start by talking about the roots of BharatRohan. How did the complete idea germinate and how has it blossomed into what it is today?
So we were in our college. We were pursuing aeronautic engineering, I and Rishabh. When we got this idea to transform this into a full-fledged company, we actually were building a lot of drones in our college days
Right.
and used to test them in nearby farmer fields. And when we went there, there were a lot of farmers who came there and to see what we are doing, and it was just during these conversations, we found out that they face these crop issues like pest attacks, disease outbreaks, and nutrient deficiencies. But there's no real solution that is available, to help them diagnose these in the early stages.
Mhm.
And whenever they face these challenges, they used to go to the nearby agri-chemical retailer and
Right.
ask for what implement has to be used,
Mhm.
how to resolve those kind of issues. So we thought that like we are in 21st century and farmers are still relying on such unscientific,
Right.
unscientific methods.
Methods.
So we thought that what can we do as engineers, as aeronautical engineers per se. So that's where we thought that why don't we use drones as a tool to help them diagnose these issues. And remote sensing was a subject, small subject in our curriculum.
Right.
And we started to research more and thought that we can integrate hyperspectral imaging into this and make it a viable solution. And that's
All right. You just mentioned about hyperspectral technology, right? So tell our viewers would want to know what this technology is all about, hyperspectral imaging technology, and how actually it is helping the end user, which is a farmer, which are the farmers, right?
So I'll just simplify this a bit.
Yes.
So hyperspectral imaging is nothing but a method of understanding light.
Mm-hmm.
So as human beings, we see colors in three wavelengths, which is red, green, and blue. There are several other organisms, for example,
Right.
honeybee.
Correct.
They can see in the infrared light.
Right.
So what we do is that with hyperspectral imaging, we see is in 400 to 1000 nanometer spectrum,
Mm-hmm.
and can understand more than 140 colors. So that's where we operate. So this basically gives us the capability to understand what is happening in the crop, what is
Right.
happening in the plant, and what is the reason of whatever activity is going is basically taking place. Um, so, say a plant is infected by a fungal infection or bacterial blight, there would be some secretion of several proteins into the secretion system of the plant.
Mm-hmm.
With hyperspectral imaging, we can even determine those and then correlate them with the different colors
Right.
of light, and then basically tell the farmer that your plant is infected by this particular disease. Use this kind of chemical to resolve this, or any biocide to
Right.
resolve that kind of issue.
Well, already a lot of insight into this data, right? So, Aman, India has a diverse agricultural landscape, right? From north to south, down south, you'll see a very diverse landscape, So, इंडिया में तो बोला जाता है इनफैक्ट हर 50-100 किलोमीटर्स के बाद लैंग्वेज बदल जाती है सो हाउ चैलेंजिंग इट वाज टू work with farmers from different areas from different regions and actually fit one solution for all. So is it that one solution that fits all the farmers of different region or do you have to iterate and improvise on different farmlands?
Definitely, we have to improvise, and I think this is extremely challenging.
Mm-hmm.
But with the challenges, it also is very, it has a lot of opportunities as well. So if we are working in one location, say Punjab, there would be n number of crops that we can operate on. If we move to Rajasthan, there would be new other crops that we can
Right,
work on,
right.
and so is the farmers, and we got to learn a lot in that entire
I'm sure.
area when we operate.
Right.
So how we do with this is that first of all we hire local talent
Mm-hmm.
to understand the geography, to understand
Right.
the local problems.
Right.
We are very empathetic towards the problems that farmers are facing,
Okay.
and we try to create the model and build everything around the farmers. So with farmers at the core, and the solutions that we can bring in, at the at the heart. So we try to iterate a lot and then create solution which is very localized, and then even provide the advisory which are farm specific.
Okay, okay. No, so good to know that. So viewers, before Aman was here, we also did a little bit of research on what Bharat Rohan do. In fact, we've been following your work since quite some time now. So Aman, as we speak, I believe you are working in UP, you are working in Rajasthan, you are working in Bangalore, Hyderabad. Your team was in Hyderabad recently. I have also heard rumors has it you are working with farmers in Kerala also, and on a very premium product, right? On a very premium fruit, rather. Please tell us about it.
Yeah, so we are working on multiple crops. We are operating in Meghalaya for
Yes, Meghalaya, yes.
we are working in red banana in the southern parts of India.
Mm-hmm.
We are also working on turmeric, chili. So the objective is number one, that we make the farming sustainable by using hyperspectral imaging as the technology to help them diagnose pest attacks, disease outbreaks, and nutrient deficiencies, control the amount of agri inputs which are going in, particularly the chemicals,
Right.
and then connect them with the buyers
Okay.
who are not just domestic buyers,
Right.
but also the international buyers
Okay.
who value the traceability that we bring in while working with the farmers,
Right.
and the sustainability which we ensure, through our advisories.
Okay.
So we kind of provide a holistic solution for both the stakeholders, which is the farmers, as well as the buyers who are looking to procure a sustainable produce.
Right, right, right. And Aman, also if you can, talk a little about your collaboration with widely acknowledged institutions, organizations such as UNESCAP, right? And other farm producing organizations, right? So how are you working with these and how are you co-creating, newer things with associations like UNESCAP particularly?
Absolutely. So UNESCO particularly, so we have been associated with them, and they are coaching us in making our business more inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
So like it is in the DNA of BharatRohan that we have been inclusive from the day one.
Right.
We thought that how we can we, as we expand, as we grow, what kind of methodologies can we adapt to keep it inclusive as we move forward, and develop the new leaders inside the organization itself who follow the same kind of ideology.
Right.
So UNESCAP is helping us,
Okay.
coaching us on that.
Mm-hmm.
They're also connecting us with major exporters, several international buyers,
Mm-hmm.
and also helping us to get those into those kind of markets.
Right.
And then we are working with several farmer producer companies across India
Okay.
to provide them with the drone-based crop monitoring services.
Right.
Several of them are already paying us for these services, so it's a fully commercialized model.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we also work with several NGOs, wherein we provide our services to their farmers,
Okay.
or the FPOs or farmer producer companies promoted through these NGOs,
Okay.
so that we can reach a wider network of farmers, through these kind of.
Well, that's I believe too much work happening in the agri belt and Bharat Rohan leading the charge. So we have also Aman learned about your collaboration with ICRISAT, right? How do you say it? It's a widely known organization, and you're working with them to improve hyperspectral imaging for crop monitoring, right? So tell us something about it.
So ICRISAT, is a global institution. So they have a world-class R&D facility in Hyderabad. where we are using their greenhouse and glasshouse facilities to inoculate different pathogens.
Right.
Also experiment with their plant breeders to create a new solution.
Right.
Which is basically we already have a solution called Seed Assure, but on top of it, what kind of other traits can we identify to help plant breeders develop new crop varieties? For example, if a plant breeder is working on, say, a trait like drought-resistant variety of certain crop,
Right.
so they carry out multiple research, multi-year research, for that purpose, and they collect a lot of data, through their field executives. So what they are required to do is they go to the field, collect the information about what is the chlorophyll content, what is the plant height, what is the plant canopy, but that has a lot of human bias, right? So if for me disease severity score is 7, for you it could be 9. So it calls for a lot of error. But with the rules, collecting all this data, we can get from farm level, leaf level precision, which is 5 centimeter per pixel,
Okay.
and then can decipher what exactly is happening in the plant, what is the exact height of each plant,
Okay.
and then give that kind of output. So that could augment research for the new crop and variety development. And simultaneously, we are working on inoculating these pathogens and finding out what different wavelengths correlate to different issues, so that we can offer better advisories to the farm.
All right, all right. So that's too much tech already, right? If we have to break it for the viewers, right? So what BharatRohan is actually doing is they have a smart drones that are equipped with hyperspectral imaging technologies, like Aman told. They capture images and help farmers and give by giving them crop insights, right? So Aman, we have talked about the tech, we have talked about some of the areas wherein you are working. Also, let's talk about your business model, right? And in the domain wherein you are operating, there is a very popular model called franchise model, right? So how are you working towards the franchise model within the Bharat Rohan ecosystem?
Yeah, this is something that we are really excited about. So, what we're doing is we are developing rural entrepreneurs, where there could be different, franchisees that they can purchase. It's basically, drones with the cameras that they can purchase. So this equipment, they can get all the training from us, all the technical know-how from Bharat. Then they are required to collect the data from their respective areas, and upload the data onto a SaaS platform, which is basically a cloud platform where all the data analytics for the images can be performed.
Right.
And then we create the advisories for their farmers and send the advisory to them through their WhatsApp, SMS, or whichever method is suitable for them.
Okay.
And likewise, we also carry forward the entire business model where we also supply the agri inputs through those franchises and purchase the agri output through those franchises. So that's something that we are now scaling very rapidly, and we aim to establish around 200 franchises next.
Oh, is it? Is it? So you mentioned about agri output, right? So let's say you have helped, for example, let's say a farmer has a 50 acres of farmland, right? Your advisory services help them to increase their crop productivity. अब उसने 50 एकड़ में जो वो 2 साल पहले जितनी crop productivity कर रहा था आपकी insights के बाद, he has improved his crop productivity. Now your services are not just limited till there. You also help them to find a suitable market for their agri output. Is it?
Yeah.
For the crop produce.
While we have been working with the farmers, providing them plethora of services, we have seen that there is an incremental, profits that they are able to earn because of the reduced crop losses with reduced agri inputs. But there is scope of furthermore where they can get better prices because the chemicals are less, it's sustainable produce, and there's a market for it.
Indeed.
So we wanted them to be connected with this kind of market, and that's where we started to purchase it and sell it to those kind of buyers for it.
So, how do you think Bharat Rohan Advisory Services or Bharat Rohan at large is helping empowering farmers, Indian farmers? Uh, so, do you think there is a wide acceptability of new technology among the farmers, or how hesitant are they to accept the technology at first?
Definitely, it's a difficult sell. So we have to demonstrate the technology a lot. We have to we show them demonstrations. We have to talk about the benefits, how the value proposition plays out when they compare the costing and when they you know compare the benefits versus the cost that is involved. But eventually, and farmers are also smart people. So they know, if I am putting in 100 rupees and I'm getting 400 rupees in return, it's a good thing to have. And they have been using agri chemicals, tractors, machinery a lot in the last few decades. So now they are ready for change, and we see that the farmers who are motivated enough and who really want to make a difference, with their own farming as well as for the society, they are opting in for such kind of technologies with open.
Very, very nicely put. Thank you, Aman. No, that was indeed interesting to know कि इतना कुछ चल रहा है farming community में, right? So I believe you must have talked to 100 or let's say thousands of farmers by now, right? So what is your opinion of a high tech stack entering the remotest and remote area of India and actually helping the end user, which are the farmers? So what do you think? Do you think there is a scope of more improvement on newer technology coming into the agriculture sector? For example, let's talk of the town technology, AI. How do you think AI would revolutionize farming, particularly Indian farming, in the coming days?
Yes. So AI, plays a pivotal role now. So even for BharatRohan, AI is at the core. Whatever we do, for example, we have multiple wavelets that we are analyzing and correlating whether it is, matching with the kind of crop issue that we are, trying to address. So it uses AI. So there are a lot of machine learning tools that we use to determine the most significant bands, which will help us diagnose that particular problem. And then there are very good chatbots which are available so that farmers can chat with them if there is an issue. They can send the photographs, get the outputs, and all these are going to play a very important role because reaching the end farmer, and then servicing them with the best possible service platform. It's extremely important, and it's going to be a something which is going to go big in the coming few years.
Absolutely exciting times ahead, Aman. What's next for Bharat Rohan? Any sneak peek into the innovation room of Bharat Rohan?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are planning for global expansion. So we have our eye towards the European market, particularly exporting our seed spices, pulses, oil seeds, whichever we are cultivating with the farmers. And then we are looking to get into the other Asian markets to offer our drone-based crop running. But without giving too much away, I would say that we are poised for a multi-fold growth, and what we are looking forward to is how we can partner with different governments and different kind of government agencies, different type of farmer producer companies, and offer real and viable solutions that can actually offer life changing impact.
Well, we'll definitely keep an eye for that, Aman. We'll keep tracking you about your global expansion, particularly, right? So it's been an enlightening conversation, Aman, and I'm sure our viewers are excited about agriculture now, or particularly agri-tech now, as I am right now. So this concludes our first segment for today. Now, all right, Aman, let's turn up the heat with some rapid fireside chat. Are you ready?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Aman, let's do it. So we have prepared specially, some of the fireside questions for you, particularly from the domain after some study that we did behind the scenes. All right, Aman. So imagine you are in a field, not a tech field, a literal field, right? What crop would you be and why?
I think I would see wheat. Yeah, though it's quite resilient and it can, and whatever we have done in Bharatstovan, we have gone through different ups and downs, but we have stayed in the business and have tried to evolve, as it moves up.
Great choice, Aman. All right, next question. If Bharat Rohan was a superhero, who it would be and what powers would it have?
I think I would still be a human being because being a human being is still quite powerful enough. And yeah, I think my powers would be to do whatever I'm doing right now.
If your drone could invent a new farming gadget, what would it be and what it would do?
I think something that can, it would be a crop whisperer, like to, it can help understand whatever crops are, going through and maybe find a solution immediately without any analytics in the background.
Well, very, very, very thoughtful of you. If your drone could take a vacation, well, that's interesting. If your drone could take a vacation anywhere in the world, where it would go and why?
I think Netherlands. So it's the heart of precision agriculture. Where, they are innovating a lot, and we get to learn a lot from people there, and the kind of technology that they are building. So Rose would go there and learn something and come back.
So we have another special segment where we ask our guests to share some of their experiences. So what will be your words of wisdom to our viewers, to our technopreneurs, one-upreneurs, entrepreneurs who all are watching this show? What would you have to share with them?
I think the most important thing is to stay resilient, stay strong. So what is important is that in the first 3 years of business, we have to just stay afloat. So entrepreneurship is just like flying a drone through uncharted territory. You'll face multiple turbulence. You'll face multiple challenges. But if you surround yourself with the right team members, right people, and stay confident about yourself, trust your instincts, then you can go through any kind of difficulty. And I think stay doing, in the business, doing whatever you love, and there's still fun.
We have learned hyperspectral technology, or I would say top cutting edge technology, is now no longer limited to just the tier one cities, right? People like Aman, innovators like Aman are actually taking it to the deep dive remote areas. Once again, thank you, Aman, for taking us throughout the journey of BharatRohan, telling us how drones can actually take an holiday in Netherlands, right? And actually, on a serious note, telling us how actually this technology is helping the end users, which are farmers. Once again, thank you so much, Aman, for coming to this show and wishing you all the best. Thank you, viewers, for watching this episode. And remember, sky is not the limit, it's the beginning. Keep innovating, keep soaring to new heights. This is Naman Kothari signing off. Stay curious and embrace the endless innovation.